Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I have another episode of The Naked Gun. This is a video series where I choose a weapon, I use absolutely no attachments, hence the Naked Gun title, and then I let you guys know why I liked or why I disliked the weapon with its bare bone essentials. And for today, I'm going to be trying out the P90. And I have to say that this might be the best personal defense weapon for close to medium range combat in the game. And I'm going to go over a couple of reasons why. And the first reason is its magazine size. If you used it, you'll know that it has just a beast of a magazine size of 51 bullets, which is fantastic. It's also got a nifty reload time, 2.5 seconds if you have a bullet in the chamber, or 2.9 if you do not, if you've gone through that all of your 51 rounds. Which is, it happens, but as long as you're able to manage it, it's not that difficult since you have such a buffer there. One downside I'd have to say though of the weapon would be its recoil, and this is one of the reasons why I said this is probably one of the best weapons for close to medium range. And the recoil here, its horizontal recoil is pretty bad. It's going to bounce around a fair amount, so trying to line up those long range shots is going to be pretty difficult. And not only that, but it also has a damage model of 20 up close or at 10 meters, and then it's going to drop off all the way down to 11.2 around 50 meters. So clearly this is not a long range killer. If you can go for a kill at long range, but just know it's going to take you about 9 bullets to kill them, and with its horizontal recoil being pretty bouncy, it's going to also be a little hard to stay on target and get that kill in general. So you're going to want to stay up close and personal, but when you do stay up close and personal, you get to take full advantage of probably the best aspect of the gun, which is its crazy fast RPM. It has a rounds per minute of 900, which is blazing fast. It's not the fastest out of the personal defense weapons. The MP7 takes that one at 950, but it's still blazing fast. And to be honest, I'd actually much rather have the higher magazine size of the P90 compared to the slightly higher RPM of the MP7. It's going to allow me to go on larger kill streaks. I'm not going to have to reload as often, and you know, of course, when you reload, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to enemy attacks. You got pants down basically, and that doesn't happen very often with this weapon. And even if you do have to reload, its reload time is fairly quick. So all in all, it's just a fantastic run and gun weapon. And I should also probably mention its hipfire accuracy is just awesome. It's comparable to the MP7, and so as you guys can see in this video, on close quarter maps, on TDM, this thing rips face up close and personal as long as you move around the map tactically, and make sure when you get into a situation or a conflict, it's up close and personal. But with regard to its iron sights, I'd have to say that they're probably one of the best in the game. I had no problem taking out targets that were at medium range. Sure, long range targets, it was a little bit harder to see exactly where they were, and I would lose track of them every once in a while. But to be honest, even if I was using the red dot sight, I don't think it really would have helped all that much because of the horizontal recoil. I'm still going to bounce around all over the place, and I'm probably not going to get that kill anyways. So, you know, up close and personal at medium range, the iron sights were perfect for this type of weapon. So I thought they were fine. If I was going to improve upon this setup with some attachments and I wanted to play that stealthy up close and personal role, then I would use the suppressor with the laser sight. Of course, the suppressor is going to keep you off the minimap, and the laser sight is going to reduce your hipfire accuracy, and because the suppressor does reduce your hipfire accuracy a little bit, the laser sight negates that basically, and you're basically stuck now with the naked, or the equivalent of the naked P90. And as you guys can see here, the naked P90 hipfire accuracy is amazing, so it's really not all that large of an issue if you do use the suppressor. So I find that to be a fantastic combination if you want to play that playstyle. But if you want to be a little bit more effective at medium range, then just use a laser sight. You really don't need the suppressor if you don't want to use it. The suppressor, it does have a negative where it's going to reduce your damage at medium range, and because this is a close to medium range weapon, if you wanted to take it for medium range combat, the suppressor may not be the best choice. Some classes that I would recommend using with the P90, I was mainly sticking with the assault class. The med pack really comes in handy because you're going to want to use this up close and personal. If you see a target off in the distance, you're going to need to go from cover to cover, and if they try to take some pot shots at you, having the med pack I think is pretty much a must in those situations. Also, the recon is great for it because if you use the MAV or the tugs effectively, you can flank your enemies and take them out swiftly or multiple targets out swiftly, and if you are using those stealthy attachments, it really is a lot of fun, just taking out multiple targets and them having absolutely no idea where you came from. The support class, if you do not want to run the ammo specialization, is also a must because it really does not have a lot of ammunition to start off with. So if you don't want to run the ammo specialization, the support class is pretty much a must. But that's it for today's Naked Gun, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, or just want to support my channel, I always appreciate it when you give my videos a rating, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, have a good one, and take it easy.